Welcome back to another war recap. This war we went up against a level 8 clan, Hell's Shadow. It was a interesting war. It looks kind of close, but it really wasn't. They had a interesting strategy of dropping down pretty much whatever number they were. Their first attack was against one lower. So number 1 hit number 2, number 3 hit number 4, 7 hit 8, 10 hit 11, so on and so forth, pretty much all the way down. And you can see their first hit 3-star rate was actually pretty good with that strategy. But then their second star 3-hit rate in cleanup was pretty atrocious, and that's where we pulled out ahead. Our Town Hall 10s and Town Hall 8s were definitely amazing. Our Town Hall 8s had a pretty much all first hit 3 stars, which allowed us a lot of scouts up at the top town halls and some of the top 9s. So that was super helpful. And then on our Town Hall 10s, they got one more star than us, but they sunk 5 attacks into our 3 Town Halls, whereas we only sunk 1 attack each into their Town Hall 10s, and that allowed us to clean up the top 9s, which was desperately needed on 4, 5, and 6 there, because the Town Hall 9s struggled mightily. I don't know what's going on. It seems, kind of flip floppy on the Town Hall 9s, but it was rough to watch. So, with that little bit of bashing and strategy out of the way, let's watch some replays. First up is my hit on number 3 here. It was a pretty easy base, I'm not going to lie. Started off with a queen walk there to clean out this compartment. Biscuit had suggested that I start down here, kind of on this army camp, and then walk clockwise. But I just wanted to clear out this compartment just to make Valk pathing easier and more straightforward. A little bit closer on the rage, but I knew I had it. Wasn't worried at all. Totally had it. Drop some hogs on the opposite side to lure the hound all the way across the map, and got to kill the hound in quite a bit of rage spell, which really helped. As you get a higher level queen, hounds don't quite matter so much, but it still helps because they have a lot of health. Especially with the new update, they'll have even more health now, so yay. As you can see, this is the proper way to kill a hound, is to put that poison spell on the healers to get the pups that explode far away, because sometimes the queen won't go back and pick them up. She keeps walking counterclockwise here. Once she gets the aggro of that cannon, test wall breaker in, another wall breaker goes in, and she'll just walk down that channel and continue to pick up stuff. Jump spell comes down, all the Valks come down, and they will head straight into the core with nothing to stop them. Free spell goes down on both expos and the multi-target Inferno, which was awesome. Rage spell and heal spell stacked on top of each other because that Inferno was only single target, so a heal spell was completely good and not wasted at all. As even with the Tessels, it was still a high DPS area. Dropped my king on the backside just because I didn't really have a plan for him. He was not needed for this raid. So he just tanked a couple defenses, sent in a bunch of hogs. Queen keeps walking around. It was really overkill. Like I said, it wasn't a difficult base. It was a really bad, easy layout. My final thing that I'll mention, though, is I've started to take on Infernos one at a time. So it kind of worked out really well because of the walls on this base. But you noticed I came in from the left, or kind of bottom left up to more top right. And I fought the Infernos one at a time instead of taking them on head on and fighting both at the same time. So that's something I'm starting to work on and have really good success with. Next is Biscuit taking on number 7. This was a very impressive attack from an execution standpoint. I disagreed with his plan. We talked about it for probably a good hour or so. Kind of threw some ideas back and forth. And I wasn't really sold on his plan, but the way he pulled it off from an execution standpoint was exceptional. He drops that quad quake to open up lots of compartments. Golems come down to tank and very, very wide. And he's very patient on the golems in order to allow the wizards to create that funnel. And he pushes in on the bottom side And that's the side that lures the CC, which that's where his queen is. So perfect. Drops the Valks. A couple of them stray, the CC ones, which was slightly sad, but it's okay. Everything heads into the core though through that jump spell. A bunch of Tesla, big Tesla farm in there. Drops a heal spell as they start to get towards the queen platform. They stray a little bit, which was kind of unfortunate. A couple of them came back though, which was good. And then he identified several compartments that his Valks wouldn't get into from his Quake and Jump spell. And once the air defenses go down, he can target those compartments with a couple of loons and just clean stuff up. Excellent, excellent attack. Very, very high execution. Everything had to be done in a very specific order, and even to have a chance at working out. So, like I said, I was skeptical of the plan, but he saw the plan in his mind, and that's what counts. I always tell people, I mean, try to get a second opinion, but if you see, a certain plan working out, then you got to believe in your abilities and just go for it. Other people kind of be damned until you fail, and then they say, I told you so. Next up is TB hitting Maximus here with the double jump, double heal, which some we're not seeing a lot of in our clan, but I would like to see more. I think it's very effective at securing both double bomb positions in a base and working your way all the way across the base and being more Valk reliant instead of Hog reliant. I like that. My only little small criticism here at the beginning was he should have dropped his king earlier, and he would have aggroed on the queen, so his golem took less damage. And as this was a cleanup attack, he knew that a lava hound was in the clan castle, so just don't even drop your queen. Completely, with an all-ground army like this, just avoid the lava hound. Save your queen until the lava hound is aggroed on the Valks and it's further in the base, and just use your queen for cleanup. You don't really need to accomplish any other objectives. All she does is lock on the hound and explode the pups. It might have even better just not to drop her. So those are the double jumps there with the double heal. As I talked and kind of, hopefully you guys watched, the Valks just path through the base and take out so much defense, and you just add in the hogs to kind of supplement while the Valks tank and move their way through the base. Really a big fan of it. Hope to see more of this in the clan soon. Even with this highly compartmentalized base, which is kind of anti-Valk, but the double jumps connect so much stuff and overcome that. Really, really good attack TB. I liked it. Last up, we have number 12 here by Boss Man D. This is a Govaho, which I don't get to show a lot of because most of the time the Town Hall 8s, everybody has those cord ADs to defend against dragons, and so we see a lot of Gova low, but with the air defenses spread out pretty far on this base, Govaho is awesome. There's only one double giant bomb spot, which is right there in that mortar wizard tower area. It's a bad spot at that, but it's the only possible one. So that's the only thing you need to really be worried about. Anything else can be healed spell turned. Lures out the CC. He does this because it was an easy CC lure for one, and because he's only bringing one golem. If he didn't kill the CC, he probably wouldn't need to bring two golems, and then he would have had less hogs and stuff. And because of the quad quake position to get to that possible double giant bomb spot, as this was a fresh hit, you really, even if you brought two golems, you couldn't push that far into the base in order to make good tanking. So luring the CC was definitely the right option. And one golem. Gets in there, kills off a bunch of stuff. Golem and king stray over, and there's a double giant bomb there. So he's only got one bomb left to worry about somewhere in the base. Sends in the hogs, couple to each. And he drops a beautiful heal spell where he knows they will eventually be going and all meet up. And didn't even really need the last spell. Totally could have gotten away with it, but don't swag spells in war. That's how you lose. It's a really good job to Boss Man D, nice to see some different strategies from different people. I know that a lot of people have, one, maybe two attacks that are like their core go to attacks, but it's always good to expand and try different stuff in War. And last but not least, it was a short war, so only 15, so I didn't pick that many, is our most heroic defense, and that goes to K, getting Go Wiped. I've kind of covered this before. Go Wipe is doable at Town Hall 10, but you still have to have a plan. He drops this Quad Quake, which is kind of good value. It sort of opens up a lot. He gets access to one Inferno and straight to the Town Hall, but there's absolutely no plan for that backside Inferno. There's no second jump spell. So, or jump spell at all, I guess. So there's no plan for the backside, and that's what ends up really roasting him. And just pretty standard normal Go Wipe here. I'm going to 2x through this. Golems, P.E.K.K.A, King, everything goes in. Freezes the first one. Gets all the way to the Town Hall pretty easy, which is, what Go Wipe is exceptional at. Pushing to the Town Hall really hard. But the problem with Go Wipe is really the percentage most of the time. Pushing in, especially with Quad Quakes, to get to the core is really easy. But you got to be able to pick up that percentage somehow. That's what most people fail at, and that's what happened here. And like I said, that Inferno, no plan, totally roasts all this stuff. So if you do Go Wipe, you have to bring a little bit something extra, maybe some loons, maybe a wider funnel in the beginning, but you got to bring something to pick up at least that 2-star, 50%. Short video, quick war, only 15, like I said. Please subscribe and leave a like, and if you have any comments on the war, let me know below. Thank you.